With the release of The First Purge, it's time to rank all 4 Purge movies from worst to best. This series started in 2013 with The Purge starring Ethan Hawke, and now we have The First Purge, the 4th movie in the franchise, which is like a prequel to the Purge franchise and how the Purge came to be. During that set, we had the Purge election year and Purge Anarchy. Purge Anarchy was the 2nd movie and Purge election year was the 3rd film. We're gonna rank these from worst to best. Before we get into this video, make sure to leave your comment down below on how you would rank all 4 of these Purge movies. Let's get the discussion going, and what are your thoughts on these movies? Let's start this video off with number 4, The Purge election year. This is the 3rd Purge movie, and I don't mind this movie. I think it's a lot of fun, but what I did mind about this movie and what I thought was a little bit repetitive was the same feel that Purge Anarchy had. This movie introduced some characters in the beginning, and then the Purge is happening, and we have people with masks that pop out. It all feels very similar. But what makes this movie a little bit different than Purge Anarchy is that we have Frank Grillo, who has to protect a politician who wants to get rid of the Purge. And so we have something that's a little bit different from Purge Anarchy with the story, but the overall feel, the overall tone, the overall location for Purge election year feels very similar to the 2nd Purge movie that we got. Coming in at number 3 is The Purge, the very first Purge movie. Now, this is a cool concept for a movie. It could be a really outstanding horror film. But the first Purge movie that we got was very contained. It was very small. And I would have loved to see the outside world and how different kinds of people react to the Purge and how they participate with the Purge. We'll talk more about that later. But The Purge, starring Ethan Hawke, I think was a cool idea for a movie. Really interesting movie. And I remember seeing the trailer, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta see this movie. I cannot wait to see it. And coming out of it, I was thinking, there's a missed opportunity. They could have done a little more with this movie because it's just in a house, just with a few people, and it is violent, and it's a cool movie to watch, and interesting how people are willing to just kill just because they can. It's an interesting concept, and it's a movie that, started this franchise, and I don't mind it. I think it's an enjoyable film, but for out of the 4 movies that we got, it feels very small. It feels a bit different. It almost feels like it's out of place with the other 3 movies because all of them takes place outside. They all kind of have the same structure. This one just feels a little bit different, and I do think it's very creepy. The people with the masks knocking on the door, and I remember not wanting to answer any doors for many months after watching The Purge, but it just feels very small, and I wish it would have done a little more with it, and we get that with Purge Anarchy. Coming in at number 2 is the first Purge movie. This is the 4th Purge movie that we have gotten, and is the most recent one as well. I like the characters in here. I think they're really cool. They hold their own. They're not afraid to purge, but they also want to protect people as well. So they have that moral, but they're also willing to participate a little. This movie is a little more violent than the other Purge movies we got, and it has a really cool filmed action scene towards the end in a stairwell. I thought that was really impressive, but it still borrows certain elements from Anarchy and election year. You set up the characters in the beginning, they go outside, they see people with masks that pop out of nowhere, and they just, they don't do anything right away. They just scare you, they spook you a little, and then you start to experience a little more of the Purge, and then someone has to come and protect you. We've seen that all before with Anarchy and election year, but I still managed to really enjoy the first Purge. That has to do with the characters, and that has to do with the violence, and some of the people that are purging are really, really creepy as well. So overall, I did enjoy the first Purge despite having those feelings that it was similar to other movies. I still managed to enjoy it. And coming at number 1 is The Purge and Anarchy. I was so happy with this movie. I remember leaving the theater thinking, yes, that is what I wanted to see when it comes to a Purge movie. The outside world, different kinds of people doing something in the Purge. And it was cool to watch because you had all these different people wearing different masks, and are they going to purge? Are they not going to purge? what are they going to do during the Purge? And that's what I wanted from the Purge movie, the first one. I wanted to see the outside world. I wanted to see how people were going to participate or react to the Purge. And we got that with Purge Anarchy. And Frank Grillo was so cool in this movie. I think Frank Grillo is a really awesome actor, and I loved seeing him in this movie. He wanted to purge, but then he decided not to, and it led for him to protect people that were, you know, gonna get hurt. So I like his character in here. He adds a lot to this movie, and he is awesome in this movie. He's not afraid to protect people, and he has those certain set of skills that can help him protect those people. But I love seeing all the different masks, and it was really creepy because we didn't get that in the first movie too much. We had people knocking on the door and trying to break in the house. But besides that, the Anarchy has all these different kinds of people with different kinds of masks, and they're popping out of nowhere, and they're killing each other, and it's mayhem, it's chaotic, and I love that about the Purge Anarchy. So there you guys have it, all 4 Purge movies ranked worst to best. Leave your ranking down below. I can't wait to check out the Purge TV series, which starts in September. I think it's like a 10-episode run. I'll be checking that out. I'm super curious on how they're going to do that, if it's going to be violent or not. Just a little bit curious with that one. Make sure to leave your ranking down below. Thank you guys for watching this ranking video. Stay tuned this weekend. I got a ranking video for all Marvel films. I feel like I just did that, but we're going to do another one this weekend. You guys are the best as always. This is Just Watch Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.